It's April 4th, 2023, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and it's April, as I just mentioned. And April is National Stress Awareness Month. But if you're anything like me, you're aware of stress all year long. This week, Americans learned what the word indictment means, and they were all very disappointed to learn that it essentially means nothing. All right, let's just get it out of the way. Merry Trumpmas, everyone. We're recording this while the arraignment of former President Trump is happening, so by the time you watch this, real life may once again have gotten dumber than our jokes. Trump is being arraigned for paying hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels. Allegedly. The payment is alleged. Not Stormy being in porn. I know firsthand that's factual. Anyway, as a result of the indictment, Stormy Daniels is reporting her merchandise is flying off the shelf. Merch like the Stormy Daniels, the Stormy Daniels, the Stormy Daniels, and the Stormy Daniels coffee mug. Fun fact, Donald Trump is the first cast member from Home Alone 2 Lost in New York to be indicted for financial crimes. How about that? A new report shows that more than 500,000 people have fled California since 2020. They're doing their best to make their new abodes feel like their old neighborhoods, which explains why there is poop on your sidewalk. Here at Sketchworks NewsBrake, we deliver what we promise. I told you Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard would eat a McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. And here he is.
Look, I don't know what I did to deserve this. I know I made a mistake with the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish joke, and I apologized for it by doing 100 push-ups. There's no doubt about it. You all saw it. I did it. And yet Brian decided to volunteer me to eat a Filet-O-Fish sandwich on Sketchworks NewsBrake. Well, at Sketchworks NewsBrake, we deliver upon what we promise, so I'm going to eat a Filet-O-Fish. But here's the thing, what Brian doesn't know is that I'm going to use the wonders of video editing to make it look like I'm actually eating a Filet-O-Fish, because I don't have a Filet-O-Fish, and I used to work at McDonald's, and I know how the food is made, so I don't want to eat it. I'm not going to put myself through that abuse. But he's not going to know the difference. It'll be our little secret. And now to eat a Filet-O-Fish. Why, look, there it is. Oh, this is going to be so delicious, isn't it? Yes, that fish is delish. There's no doubt about it. That's like real fish in there. I'm sure of it. Look at that. It's all gone. That's how good it is. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
Thank you, Tim. Speaking of things being faked, yesterday at 10 a.m. Central Time, NASA announced the 4 Artemis II astronauts who will travel to the moon for the first time in 50 years. The 4 lunar-bound astronauts are Christina Koch, first woman to the moon; Victor Glover, first person of color to the moon; Jeremy Hansen, first Canadian to the moon; and Reed Wiseman, like the 50th white guy to the moon. Present at NASA's announcement was Senator Ted Cruz, who coincidentally tops many people's lists of individuals they'd like to send to the moon. A recent report shows that the U.S. now leads the world in weather catastrophes. Great. Just one more thing for the rest of the world to be jealous of us for. Senate Republicans are reminding people that it's not the weather that is responsible for all these deaths, it's the weather forecasters. A group of scientists in Australia says they have created a meatball made from a woolly mammoth. The meatball is the second largest known to man, after Ron DeSantis. Hey, that reminds me. thank you to everyone who subscribed this week after watching Allie O'Neill's unemployment song. She's coming up later on in the show. It's no April Fool's joke. That was our new logo. Babcock. But seriously, we are trying to get to 700 subscribers by the end of April. So please, click the thingy and do the whatnot. It really does help us, and we really do appreciate it. And now, this. Baseball is back. This past Thursday was Major League Baseball's opening day, and fans could not be more excited, especially the 1% who can afford going to games. In Salt Lake City, the one in Utah, a herd of elk that was relocated from the Salt Lake Country Club golf course has returned to that same golf course a week later. Apparently, one of them forgot their putter. Spring is in full swing with all the plants and animals that entails. Here with a report on local wildlife is Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent and nature enthusiast Allie O'Neill.
Welcome to the wild world of nature. Out here at the lake in Gwinnett County.
Can't see you.
You can't see me at all. My backlit to hell. Whatever. There's
Well, that, but also I'm at 100 right now, so
You're
like
at 100. 100 what?
the focal length is
100 millimeters. Oh, well, zoom out.
That's the gist of it. Our friend's awake though.
Oh, he's awake. Well, I don't get to do my experiment to see if I can sneak up on a sleeping duck. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Allie O'Neill.
Thank you, Allie, for that obviously edited footage of you and a duck. Let's check in on what those dumbass celebrities have been up to this week. Actor Orlando Bloom and his pop star fiancée Katy Perry have made a public pact to avoid alcohol for the next 3 months. Privately, they've made a lifetime pact to never get ugly. A jury in Utah, the one in Utah, exonerated Gwyneth Paltrow of causing a skiing accident that injured a 76-year-old man. Good thing Gwyneth had her lucky jade egg stuffed into her pocket. Actor Jennifer Aniston told the Associated Foreign Press that she believes Gen Z finds her 90s sitcom Friends offensive. What offends Gen Zers the most about Friends is just how unfunny it is. Jacob Chansley, who we all know as this guy, has been released early from prison. The warden said this was a result of Chansley weirding the other prisoners out. Newly released emails show Fox News CEO Suzanne Scott considered the network's decision to fact-check Donald Trump's election lies was, in her words, bad for business. This is the same network that chose to run commercials from MyPillow, the company run by a man who's so crazy even tinfoil stays away from him. With the advancement of artificial intelligence, new jobs are being created for people who can write expert prompts, kind of like an AI whisperer. Some companies are hiring these experts at over $200K a year. That sounds perfect for me. My first expert prompt: how can I earn $200K a year writing AI prompts? A California teacher grimly showed on TikTok the emergency supplies he's been given in case of a school shooting, including a bucket for the class to defecate in. Though I'm not sure who's more of a psychopath, the school shooter or the kid casually taking a shit in a bucket in front of his classmates while someone's trying to murder him. I can't even go when I know the cats can hear me. A 13-year-old boy in Devon, England has raised $860,000 for the North Devon Hospice by sleeping in a tent every night for 3 years, which is a good thing because he has been admitted to the same hospice as a result of extreme exposure to the elements. One person has been killed and 3 were wounded in LA after a shooting outside a Trader Joe's. The suspect and the victims were said to be fighting over the last red pepper hummus. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me. I just bought all her merch. Yes, even the coffee mug.
They won't let me join their tribe.